Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. I'm working right now, and I wanted to invite you. I got some more shit that I've been waiting on that I need, and so I want to show you. So as you know, I'm going to be debuting the shop with what I have. I have not started any heat press projects yet, or screen printing projects. Oh, speaking of screen printing, this came today. Oops. I get to make posters. So, my poster paper is here, and that is for screen printing. Among other, not really for the ambulance. Probably there's 200 sheets, but, so I also got a bunch of, hold on. Alright, so I bought all the jewelry that I'm going to be selling. I am going to be reselling jewelry, because I just don't have the capacity to make jewelry. And I really want jewelry. Jewelry's always been something important to me to sell. It's always been a part of my shop. So I have a bunch of earrings. I have like over 100 pairs, I think. And the other day, I did all of these. So I got these black display things for earrings and other jewelry. Oh Jesus, I picked a horrible one. Can use these for earrings. I like these. These are my favorite. They're so pretty. You can use them for earrings and necklaces. They've got like the little slits at the top. But I ran out, and I did get more earrings this week after I did all these. So I've got 2 baskets of these right now. I'm not going to be displaying those in the baskets. This is how I'm going to be displaying the earrings. God, you can't see shit in my house. Everything is black. So these are going to go on the pegboard. And I'm thinking 5 pairs per hook. So the hooks got here today, and then I bought 4 more packs of the black things to put the earrings on. I haven't decided if I want to do necklaces on those or not. Probably not. But I do have a bunch of earring hooks, so there's like 2 more thingies of them. I did get some more masculine audience bracelets. I can't tell. They're like darker browns and blacks, leather and stuff. I got dog tags, but that's a project for the engraver. So I have bonnets. These are all bonnets, and they're already pre-wrapped or like individually wrapped, so I'm gonna leave them like that. So I haven't gone through the cart of I have to do these earrings. These are all studs. I'm going to be switching them over. I just finished a hook of studs. So I want everything to be cohesive and nice. And I think one of the things, I'm like sitting here thinking about Claire's. I'm so excited. I've wanted to have a boutique for a really long time. When I was pregnant, I was preparing to, well, it's like very early in the pregnancy. But I was preparing, Are these backwards? No. Okay. Just trying to make sure I'm thinking about hanging. Yeah, no. Okay, anyway, when I was pregnant, again, early on in my pregnancy, because I threw up every fucking day of my pregnancy. But baby daddy and I went to Venice Beach, and I was like preparing the back of my car, same car I have now. Oh yeah, this is after he was born, because I didn't have a car when I was pregnant. Okay, so this is after Niall was born, when he was a newborn, because we left LA at like 8 months. He was 8 months. Anyway, long story short, I was preparing Happy Healing Essentials to sell at the boardwalk out of my car. So the fact that I have all of this stuff, again, I'm not in the right location for my offerings, but I think that more opportunities are coming. My network is growing. I'm finally getting out of the house. Like, I finally feel safe to a certain degree. Right? First I had to like heal and quit doing stupid shit. But anyway, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to have my own shop. This is something I've been working towards for a really long time. Yeah, because I initiated Happy Healing Essentials like the same time I got pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant yet. And then that went on the back burner. Happy Healing Essentials is a great, I think, so this shop is now, I'm calling it Eclectic Selections. Nobody watched the video yesterday, but my shop name is Eclectic Selections, and I am, this is really difficult to do right now. Oh shit. It's kind of like an umbrella of all of my other like I have a bunch of businesses. They're all under the Freedom for All LLC at this point. Technically, I mean, I haven't like drawn paperwork, but within my own brain, I have to have some sort of categorization. So like bath salts and like the I Am journal, all of that stuff, and like the energy healing. I'm not ready to start offering energy healing because again, I'm not in the right location for that kind of stuff. But in the future, all of those things are going to be like our traveling business, you know? It's expanding. So anyway, I'm super stoked. I'm literally so proud. I'm so excited. These look like shit. These were given to me by someone else, but I'm like, well, I have them, so I might as well throw them over there. Yeah. So I'm gonna put these on here. I'm so excited. Look at it. So we have, this just feels so, I don't know, legit. Alright, so I also got, I'll show you guys some of my inventory. It's all sitting right here because I'm working on it. Oh. Ah! Oh my god. This got stuck in my ring. Shut. Okay, I have these. Ooh! I know it's a really flattering angle. These are all stones. Niall and I just picked randomly which crystals to throw in. So I have another, I don't know, 5 or 6 of these that are all black on the current shop. Like I said, I haven't gone through that shit yet. I mean, I'm going to keep it going, but I have to do those record bowls that I'm using for that in the ambulance. And I have, I don't know, a couple other things to do. So for the pegboard, I got shelves. These baskets, the baskets that I have the earrings in, are for the pegboard. Oh my god, you can't see shit. They're just like skinny, netted. 4 different sizes, so I got 2 sets of those. So I have 8 baskets. I have 8 shelves. Well, I'm gonna use 2 on this pegboard, but shelves. I've got some. Can you see those cups right there on the pegboard? No, because everything's black. They're right there. I've got 3 more of those that I can use for the shop. But I'm really excited about pegboards, bro. Shelves. We've got these, and then I've got something for bracelets. Got these for bracelets. I have a bunch of beaded bracelets in addition to the leather ones I got today. Scrunchies are over here. I'm going to put those in a record bowl, I think. Bonnets are going to go in a record bowl. I've got incense holders, and Baby Daddy sent me some incense. So we've got that covered. I got some sensory toys for the kids. We've got sun catchers. These are so pretty. I have one right here I can show you. The best part about having your own inventory is getting to treat yourself first. And I think that's an important part of business. It brings joy. At least for us. So I pulled this one out, and Niall and I were playing with it one day. Did you guys hear about Netanyahu might be dead? I think he is. I think Emmy got to choose one person to go with her. Emmy was a goddamn angel. So the fact that they died in like the same time is very interesting to me. Alright. So I've got those. I don't know how many. I do have canvas bags. I need to get t-shirts. I have mugs and baseball hats. I tried working in the Canva design today, or not Canva, that's what I'm good at, in the Cricut design space today. And it's not letting me save. I don't know. I'm gonna have to read and like watch YouTube about that shit. These are bracelets. I have a fuck ton of bracelets. Again, I can make my own jewelry, but I chose not to, because I had the money to spend on inventory. These are wooden rings. These are not inventory, these are crafts. I think I'm going to use these to make some, I don't know, macrame or, something along the lines of macrame. Hangy stuff, hippie shit. I can leave those out. They're taking up a lot of room. And then I've got my magnetic poetry. One set of them. What's this? Oh, wood coasters. Oh, I bought seashell necklaces. I don't think these are real seashells. I'm pretty sure they're resin. But I bought some shells to sell. Oh, and then I have a bunch of other necklaces in here. So I just had to put all of these on the chain. These are crystals. These are crystal hearts. We got mushrooms. And then I got some of these which match that other style of earring. So I haven't taken these out of the way that they were mailed yet. These other ones I did. Where are the mushrooms? Oh, there's just like teardrops and mushrooms. So these are all different kinds of stone. And then these are also stone earrings. Ooh, this one's really pretty. It's like elegant. It's like light pastels. So again, I've got, 5 to 15 of everything. I'm a one-woman show. I don't need a lot. I think I'm just trying to get my inventory started at this point. But the stuff I have in my shop right now I've had for years. Nothing's turning over. So you might think I'm crazy for doing all this, but this is what I want to do. I want a boutique. I want to have a shop. And now that I have the vehicle and the space and the money, I'm doing it, I think it's really important to rely on ourselves right now and figure out a way to do so. So, I'm not going to have to buy this much inventory, as sales go, hopefully, eventually, I can replace stuff. But at this point, it is like investing in the machines, the vehicle. The past 2 years, it's been heavy investment and work on the self. So these are mandalas, different mandala stencils. I got them today, and I realized that like halfway through that they had numbers. So I had to go back and make sure they were in the right order. They were not. Anyway, I'm just gonna let you go, I guess. Don't touch my shit. very pleased. I'm very excited. And I'm kicking off this week. So, again, I'm doing this for myself. I have no, I went ahead and, if you watched the Wake Bake Week, which no one did yesterday, I have a big tote underneath this table, but, I went through it, or I opened it, and I was like, no, I don't feel like doing this. So I did buy 2 new black totes. These are 40 gallon. They're big, and they're like the pulley ones. So I bought even smaller size of these, and I have 2 tiny ones, and not the size I needed. Dog tags, a bunch of dog tags, all different colors. They came with necklace chains and keychain chains. But yeah. So today we had musical practice, and I made a giant game controller. Well, I didn't quite get it done. I got it covered with white paper. And we're almost done with the little props. I have a few things to make this week. Easy peasy stuff, you know, attention to detail stuff. But I think big props, but I mean, we still have to do this set, which I've never done. I've never fucked with stage props, you know. So I'm learning a lot, and it's fun. Dogon's baby daddy. He lives in Skid Row, which is next to a wholesale district, and I was like, dude, I need you to get me, because he can get fabric for hella fucking cheap. And I was like, I need a fuck ton of brown fabric, because Willy Wonka has the chocolate river in the musical, and so we needed that. And so he got it, and I was on the phone with him when he got it, and it's a really good brown, and he got us like 30 feet, I think, because he said it was $2 a yard, and he got 10 yards, I think. Yeah, because he spent $20. And so today I was like, hey everybody, you got your chocolate river, and all the kids were like, yay! That was my story. It took me a long time to get there. And then after the middle school, we ran by the teen center, because I have really good cardboard from the 6-foot tables, and from I got like a card playing table for the screen printer in the back, because when I put it together initially I used 2 of the tables from the art space, which worked, but I need those for the art space. And so anyway, I had really good boxes for the project that I'm going to be doing in May, and they have a ton of fucking storage over there, so I don't have to store that shit for myself anymore. And like today I went in the shed, and I was like, oh my god, I can breathe. And like everything was just piled in there. I have a fuck ton of inventory already. One thing that I started doing a couple years ago that I'm really excited about doing, oh god, my head hurts, about doing more is the kid kits. I made like a pirate one and like a spaceship one, but I'm really excited to keep doing those. I still have to work on the cigar boxes as well. I was really excited to get those boxes, and then I think I got burnt out on taking the labels off. And I think now that I have a Cricut and shit, I can do more cool stuff with them, but I think that's probably going to be like a fall activity. But yeah, I have to put all of these earrings, I have to transfer them over, and I'm switching out the backs because I think those are old. When I was doing the danglies, initially I was like, I don't know, because they come with backs. I was like, I don't know if I really want to put backs on. And I'm like, yeah, I do, because I don't want to keep having to pick them up. So again, this is all like not only an investment in money, but also a huge investment in time. You know, I do have to be careful because they are black, so they are going to fade in the sun. I did bring the hole puncher in. Did I tell you that already? And I want to do the sign, the eclectic selection sign. I'm going to turn it into a banner using some hemp in the hole puncher. But yes, that's it, I guess. These are cute. They're not really my style, but having a boutique isn't about your style, right? Initially, I'm starting with my style. I mean, this is kind of a little bit different than like another boutique because it's, you know, me, my stuff. So yes, it is my style. But one thing I'm going to do with this, which I've mentioned in other videos, is like Baby Daddy sends me a bunch of, like, I get posters from the movement and t-shirts from different initiatives and actions and organizations. So I have a pretty solid collection of like movement merch, swag, zines, and other stickers and shit. And so and then I have friends who are also hustling, right? So we're gonna be exchanging products. And I think on my end, an important thing, I'm thinking especially because of the area I'm in, it's important for education, to share education. So I want to have flyers for different initiatives that explain the organization. It probably isn't a good idea, but I mean, everyone's registered as a nonprofit or an LL. I mean, everyone's registered with the government, so it doesn't really matter if people were like, I don't like that this exists, let me call someone, like Karen. Whatever, it's gonna happen anyway. These look like doorknobs, you know, like from like an old but thanks for being here. I need to yap. I have been really stoic, but not really. I mean, I've been doing a lot of work, but not over here. I haven't been here. I think it'd be really great if Netanyahu is dead. I'm pretty sure he is, and I would like to talk more about that now. I don't care if this doesn't get views. I'll watch it back and love it eventually. So I guess in the Jewish tradition, there's an area time of grieving of 7 days where it's highly discouraged to be on your tech. Not even to mention the other, like the AI videos that have come out. Like, people are debunking the AI videos. And then you've got other people who are like, this is a distraction. I mean, everything sucks right now. It's crazy. But, oh god, I can't get comfy. Once I get these done, I think I'm going to be done for the night. Then I will be done with the earrings. I did get one pair that came without a hook, but lucky for them and me, I have hooks. I just didn't feel like getting them yet. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh yeah, and his son, I guess, who's like a habitual tweeter or something. I don't fucking know. I don't follow these people. Everyone's blocked on my end. But apparently he hasn't posted in about a week. And not to mention the AI stuff. And now Germany and I think South Korea have come out saying, and France have all come out saying that he is dead. But then you've got like a bunch of Americans being like, we need a reliable source. One person was like, it was a French military dude confirming, and it was, you know, being broadcasted on French news station, and someone in the comments said, I need a reliable source, and I was like, what the fuck you mean, like Fox? Like, what are you looking for here? Like, what makes you say this isn't reliable? And it's just so funny, because Fox is crazy. But I think it would make a lot of sense why they were holding that information away from the population. Because I've been thinking about this a lot this afternoon, is that, you know, there's that saying, like, never let your enemies see you bleed. And so for one of these men who started this shit to die in the midst of it would be the ultimate letting your enemies see you bleed. Right? I think Iran's also confirmed. And then you've got, like, the world voting against Trump because Trump's like, hey, they're all arguing about, like, the Strait of Hormuz or whatever. With good reason. But then you have like Americans sensationalizing it. Cuba has in complete blackout. The crazy thing about being in America is that everybody's always like freaking out about a what if that is definitely a reality of so many other people on the planet. It's so fucking irritating. And because of us too, because of the country that we're living in. So, you know, I do need to do another decolonizing, and that's one of the topics is the myth of convenience. And that's what I'm speaking to right now, is the way that Americans constantly center themselves, myself included. You know, look at me, I'm working on a shop. You know, it's about balance, I guess. I mean, find that for yourself. Consistently do your risk assessments. Prepare your homes. I was watching the movie Greenland today about the comet. And what I took away from that movie was stay home. Just think we're gonna ride this shit out. Cause, yeah. The movie was crazy. It's like, can you guys just like sit down somewhere? Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for being here. I think I've like inventoried enough inventory stuff. I really like these black things though. They make everything look very classy. I love this. So I'm so excited. And these aren't very heavy either. So I got these stones. And I still have to work on pricing. I suck at pricing. I think I've already got that written down somewhere from like years ago when I was still sucking or first starting to suck at pricing. I haven't mixed my tie-dye colors yet. I need to do that. I don't feel like it. The last time I didn't feel like it, and then I finally did it after like 3 years. I was like, oh, what's the big deal? So I need to do it this week. But we've got a couple other personal things happening this week, so I'm not going to pressure myself on that. I already have a bunch of inventory in the shop. So, and again, no one's going to come by on Sunday or this weekend. I'm going to be offering it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's going to be a really good trial run to see how tired I get. I'm going to be kicking off doing the afternoons. But, yeah. I volunteered to, well, I was asked to support, there's like the 100th anniversary of Route 66 this summer. So there's going to be a lot of shit happening around here. And one of the things that the city is doing is painting benches that are on Route 66. And there are 8 of them. And so the chamber reached out to me and asked if I could support. And I was like, hell yeah. I can't do all of those by myself. They were like, we don't want you to do them by yourself. And I was like, okay, good. So I made a post, and we got a good team of like 6 of us who are going to be doing that. But I'm like, to the city chamber, I was like, so you guys are like providing the paint, right? She was like, I don't know, I have to ask. And I'm like, first of all, we're already volunteering, and this project was due in January, and it's almost fucking April. So if you want it done, yes, you will be providing the paint. Hello? Anyway, I had cool themes, and I ran them by her today. And I'm making sure that there's representation for the native folks around here. Which feels good. Because there's like, it's kind of free reign. It's just like Route 66. And I was like, well, 1 bench for Hopi and 1 bench for Navajo folks then. And, you know, that leaves 6. So I suggested we do one about the train, because there's a train. And I suggested one to talk about the wind, because we're like, the wind is crazy. And I was like, we can have a wind and a tumbleweed. I said one could be like native plants and like landscapes, and one can be Oh, a sunset. We've got pretty good sunsets. I mean, everywhere in Arizona does. But those are my ideas. So it's exciting to be around like these spaces. I'm really trying to get more out there. Niall is an extrovert. But it feels good. I have a solid, like, there's a lot of really good women around me. The dudes around me are a little raggedy, but they're pretty okay too. But the women, I've really connected to a lot of women the past few months. And that feels amazing. Women are incredible. And the women in this town are really great. There's a lot of women. The leadership and like networking is definitely because of the women. And I'm happy to be in that area. You know, I'm happy to be involved with these spaces. So anyway, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more pairs to put on. So I'm gonna be here a few more minutes, but I won't keep you. Alright, I'm gonna let you go, y'all. Thank you for being here and listening to me. I'm coming out of my shell. Spring is here. So yeah, I'm actually really proud. I was just thinking, I was like, oh wow, I'm debuting on like the exact day that I said I was going to be resting until. So I'm like, wow, I rested, but as I was resting, I was working, and I made it happen. You know, I met a goal or a milestone. Hopefully the wind isn't crazy this week. Oh, the other canopy, I had to, yeah, it got here today, so I'm waiting on the rug. The rug is in Holbrook, New York. And I was like, oh, it's in Holbrook. Oh, it's in Holbrook, New York. And let me tell you, when I first moved here, the Facebook groups, it was a mess. I was constantly in New York. What the fuck? I didn't know there was a Holbrook, New York. Much bigger community, much more bougie community, I'll tell you that. I was like, what? Where's that? Oh, yeah, no, not here. Not here. Okay, question. I have unicorns. Should they be facing each other or away? I think away from each other. Oh. Oh, that's even weirder. They're going the same direction. Alright, I'm gonna let you go. Have a good day. Bye.